Pulling out the coupe at the lot. Told him fuck 12, fuck SWAT. Busting all the bells out the box. I just hit a lick with the box. Had to put the stick in the box. Pour up the whole damn seal. I'ma get lazy. I got the mojo deals. We been trapping like the 80s. She said the nigga so. Got the cash out. Told him wipe a nigga no. Say slash. I won't never sell my soul. And I can back that. And I really wanna know where you at, where? I was at back, where the stash at? Cruise the city in a bulletproof Cadillac. Cause I know these niggas out there where the bag at. Gotta move smarter, gotta move harder. Nigga try to give me 5 mile water. I lay his ass down on my son, on my daughter. I had the Draco with me, Dwayne Carter. Lot of niggas out here playing, ain't ballin'. I done put my whole arm in the rim, Vince Carter. And I know Poppy get a key for the quarter. Shotty barely seen the double C's, I bought her. Got a bitch that's looking like a Leah, she a model. I got the pink slip, my whip is keyless. Compton, I'm about to get the key to the city. Patty, light up the seat. Forgetting out the coupe at the lot. Told him fuck 12, fuck SWAT. Busting all the bells out the box. I just hit a lick with the box. Had to put the stick in the box. Pour up the whole damn seal. I'ma get lazy. I got the mojo deals. We been trapping like the 80s. She said the nigga so. Got the cash out. Told him wipe a nigga no. Say slash. I won't never sell my soul. And I can back that. And I really wanna know where you at, where? I've been moving them out. And steal it with me, then he got the blues in the pouch. Took her to the forest, put the wood in the mouth. Bitch, don't wear no shoes in my house. The private I'm flying in, I never wanna fly again. I take my chances in traffic. She sucking on dick, no hands with it. I just made the rolling plane like a landing strip. I'm a 2020 president candidate. I done put 100 bands on Zimmerman shit. I been moving real gangster, so that's why she pick a crib. Shawty call me Chris Cole, cause I pop my shit. Got it out the mud. There's nothing you can tell me. Yeah, when I had a drug, South Street wealthy. Yeah, I had the coupe at the lot. Told him fuck 12, fuck SWAT. Busting all the bells out the box. I just hit a lick with the box. Had to put the stick in the box. Pour up the whole damn seal. I'ma get lazy. I got the mojo deals. We been trapping like the 80s. She said the nigga so. Got the cash out. Told him wipe a nigga no. Say slash. I won't never sell my soul. And I can back that. And I really wanna know where you at, where? Put at the up, I shoot at the cup. Woo. I got knots on top of my knots. She said she won't date, took her to Six Flags, I took her to nuts. Put on a roller coaster, nigga about to fuck off top. Pulling out the coupe at the lot, told her fuck 12, fuck SWAT. Hit a lick with the box, had to put the stick in the box.
Yo, welcome to Carter's Corner Pocket, where we feel the rocket. Today, talking GameStop. What's going down, everybody? I see y'all. Let me see over here. Who's over here? Yo, Michael V, Jesus pushing, yo, the regulars. Y'all are straight today, right? We weren't shook with that 4% drop. What was that, man? GameStop's the most recession-proof, foolproof, risk-off investment you can get over here. You think people buying NVIDIA right now they think they're safe with their investment? Or you don't think in the back of their mind NVIDIA's top ticking? Look at that. Look at this giant rising wedge on NVIDIA. It's just like GameStop's giant falling wedge. But the opposite, the inverse. Ask yourself why. NVIDIA is hedging GameStop, right? GameStop right now down almost 2% in the 32 range. Still looking good. Still over what, like 150 free split, dilution adjusted. You know how we feel about that. Yeah. So today I was just doing some research. I was watching Moran's stuff. I had to take my daughter to the doctor. All of that. Everything's good with her. Yeah, just doing that. Watching Morantz all day. You know, I would have gone earlier, but I'm tuning into his show. But there's nothing, man. We've been waiting around for 4 years. We're all good. What's a couple hours, a few days, whatever. If I don't come back in 5 days, what's the difference, right? We're all in it. We're gonna be in it. You saw the dude, Corey Randall. He's probably streaming right now. I'm not like that. Like just hearing the way he spoke, all of that, I'm like Moran's is gonna take care of this guy. But he was respectful to him. But his whole vibe, his energy, the way he approaches GameStop, completely different than us. Because if if the stock went to 100, he's selling. He's out of it by then. He's out at 60. He's out at 80. Us, no, we're holding. We're holding. But I'm gonna do what I do. You do what you do. If we happen to align, straight. That's all good. GameStop. I had these. I had these in my cart. Here's another one gone. $1,400. One Piece Awakening of the New Era Monkey. Like who's buying this stuff? But people are buying it. How much space does a card take up? We're having the stores process everything, ship them out. I mean, they're not getting shipped, extra shipping costs to a distribution center or any of that. Ryan Cohen knows how to run a business. Um, Enough said. I'm gonna say that every single time. Your boy has 36.8 million shares. Got us like $4.6 billion in cash. We're going to be approaching that $5 billion mark. No long-term debt, like very minimal. I don't even know the amount at this moment, but it's so minimal. Like if we could pay it off, we would. But yeah, so like, what else is there to ask for from this guy? There's a hit piece from Charles Gasparino. I guess AMC is done, right? Where's AMC at today? Where's AMC at today? 38 cents. 38 cents. Goodness. That's wild to me. That's wild to me. I saw that letter. Some shareholders writing a letter to Adam Aarons, the CEO, saying how they're passionate about their investment. All their finances are tied up into it, and not only that, their energy and their life is in AMC. It's sad and it's sorry, but to think like a letter is gonna make a difference after where you've come from, like crazy. Where's AMC at? All the way up here? Goodness. Look at that. 300, $400 to get back to the squeeze levels. That's crazy. However, GameStop, where we at? Where we at in the long term? Oh, what's that? I don't even know. I don't remember what these lines are. But look at this. What is ours? 120 over here. And what are we doing? Up and to the right, following this trend line, higher lows. This is all you have to look at the day to day. Don't shake it, man. It's market manipulation, market mechanics. That's what they do. All checks and balances on their end until they couldn't handle it, and there's synthetic leverage that we don't know. Nobody knows. You're gonna know when it hits. That's the way it is. So yeah, what do we have? The card market. The card market is looking good. Another $1,400 card sold. So take a look at this. Like I don't feel like enough people are putting respect on GameStop's name, Ryan Cohen's name for this. Like you saw that boy Corey Randall, right? He invested. He YOLO'd into GameStop off a tweet on Roaring Kitty, diamond handing for 6 months. Foolishness, yo, foolishness. But here, buy sell graded cards. This is what I'm trying to do. What are we doing over here? Here, take a look at this. 2,200 items, 2,272 cards. Just a little while ago, we were over 5,000. We have like cut it in half, over halved it. All of that profit. You think Q4 is gonna look good or what? Um, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. These things are like take up minimal amount of space, minimal shipping. Um, we have the PSA. Yesterday I went and got my PSA cards graded. Two PSA cards. My daughter had some Bulbasaur that goes like PSA 10 goes for like 200. She wants to keep it. I'm trying to get her straight into GameStop. I'm like, just keep it, whatever. Let it appreciate. I'll do that for my stuff. But yeah, the process is so smooth. I was in and out. It was really quick. Um, and the tracking is cool too. Let me show you real quick. Here you go. I had to screenshot it because it says my name and everything and all of that. But whatever. The tracking's cool. It's detailed. Take a look at this. Right? Oh snap. Here, look. Order created. The guy told me is going to be shipping out today. So this is going to be updated. This I screenshotted earlier in the morning. Um, yeah, so you get it when it's shipped, and then PSA receives it, and you get each different checkpoint of how it goes through PSA. Then when it's finally graded, ready for pickup, and picked up. And the coolest thing is like as soon as I walked up the store, I checked my phone. The alert was already on my phone saying that your cards have been submitted and to track it. Like that was nice for me. So yeah, I guess I'm a card collector now. I'm gonna start doing it. I'm gonna act a fool. Maybe buy another Charizard box like this. This one right here. I rolled out here, and this is another thing, man. This is another thing. The marketing for GameStop and the way it is, this is nice. I try to make sure this Charizard is like a PSA 10 looking, you know, so I can get it graded. Because this one's going straight to GameStop because this joint is already selling for like 100. The box is 70 something, right? 75. Already making my money back right there, you know. And everything else is just extra in the box, and I'm gonna be trading it all into GameStop, getting it all graded at GameStop. It's so easy, so smooth the process, you know. What's up, Bryce? So how you doing, Amber? What's going down, yo? Welcome. Yeah, so the grading process is so good, so smooth. Um, it's really cool. I just don't like recording people, like going into GameStop where I do a recording video or something, like, because I just want to spread the process of the way, like how it goes, you know, how smooth of a process I had. But maybe I'll do it in the future. But yeah, so we have over cut this card balance in over half from over 5,000. I can't remember the top. Was it 5,500, 5,600, maybe 53, but whatever. Now we're at 2272. Looking good on that front. That's booming. The retro gaming is still growing. Every single time I go and my kids go run to the to the retro games and check it out. Um, what else do I want to look at? This dude, Brad Katsuyama, market manipulation. Y'all have probably seen it. I'm just gonna play a couple minutes of this. It's just funny how he talks about how he used to put in 100,000 share trade orders. I can't remember which stock it was. Maybe AMD. He said, for instance, if he put in 100,000 share order, only 80,000 would be fulfilled, and it would be at a higher price than what he put in. He said, but like 10 years ago or 20 years ago, he would never have these issues. They would all be fulfilled at the price that he put, and you know, they just front run trades by microseconds. That's basically what it is. That's why Ken Griffin fought in Chicago to give that, I think it was the mayor, money, get him elected, and he lost the election. He moved his ass out of Chicago. You know, that's what they do. So don't front if GameStop's down 2%, 3%, 4%, because we know what we have in the end. You can see the overall direction. They're trying to beleaguer you. Don't let it happen. You know, we're good. We know we have the most risk off stock in this market. Quietly, we have it.
My head a lot, quite frankly, the last 36 hours. And I think first thing I'd say is, you know, Michael and Brad, shame on both of you for falsely accusing literally thousands of people and possibly scaring millions of investors in an effort to promote a business model. Now, Sue, it's a very, very old tactic to try to build a business on the planks of fear, mistrust, and accusation. This has certainly taken that to a new level, and it reflects either a continued lack of understanding about how the market operates, or just an
This guy's a hedge fund, shorts companies and all that. You know, I mean, hedge funds have balances, right? Calls, shorts, all of that, all different types of things. But it's just funny. He's a hedge fund. And Brad Katsuyama is the CEO of IEX Exchange.
unwillingness to
Basically, IEX orders, you know, you probably know by now, it goes to the lit market, so the order reflects on the price. And they talk about dark pools, how hedge funds route their stuff through dark pools, and the price is not reflected by purchases.
to acknowledge it because you're trying to launch a new business and you want to get volume to your platform.
Brad, let me try to weigh in here, Bill. I want to get more on what you thought. You're very respected on the street. I've known you a little while. You're thought very highly of. Do you think the markets are rigged?
I think it's really hard to put a word on it.
You said it in the book, okay? You said it in the book. That's when I knew the markets were rigged. And it's disgusting that you're trying to parse your words now. Okay?
Do you think
can't say that.
You are quoted that way in the book, but
Let's walk through
So
an example.
do you believe it or not? Because you said it.
Let me walk you through an example.
It's a yes or no question. Do you believe it or not?
I believe the markets are rigged.
Okay, so there you go.
And I also think that you're a part of the rigging. So if you want to do this, let's do this.
I really do.
So let's walk through. He's talking about the technical operation of an exchange, right? So when you look at an exchange or a dark pool,
I already told you the rest of it. I just like the way he's like, and I think you're part of the rigging. Yeah. So they just hedge funds, you know, they front run trades by microseconds just to make the money off the top, you know, of every trade. That's how they do it. They have the ability to manipulate prices however they want, but the long term is undeniable. You know, these trend lines that I'm drawing, I mean, it's undeniable. If TA bros want to say TA, you know, this is a rising wedge. It'll pull back. There's a little divergence right here. But who cares? You know, we're not pulling back to zero. Like some people say. You go to the GameStop employee forum, people are saying, Reddit subreddits, people are saying GameStop's going out of business. That's why they're closing stores. No, no, they're just. Why do we need so many stores? Why didn't we need such a large footprint? Why do we need all those clearance items? You know, those are all items that were brought in. They're trying to like private equity tries to over leverage ourselves, bring in products that are just, I mean, take up so much space. Um, Unlike the PSA cards, like I said, it doesn't cost a lot to ship them. It doesn't take up a lot of space. A little card can be so valuable, like the $1,400 card that I showed you that sold. So I only wanted to show that because I mean these prices don't affect me. It should not affect you as a GameStop investor. Yeah. And another thing I think Ryan Cohen's doing, I think he's a genius marketer. The little releases that are coming out with Switch 2 information, I think those are planned. Because I'll show you why. Take a look. It just says new Nintendo Switch 2 accessory listings at GameStop seem to be to provide us with more info on the unannounced console. So everybody's looking to see what's going down with the Switch. When's the release date? All of that. GameStop is over here in the title, thanks to the release of that image, right? Which I think is planned. We'll get to this later. Charles Gasparino, that punk. Here you go. Here's the image that's been released, and this is supposedly GameStop's, you know, GameStop system, and it says Switch 2 micro cards, micro SD cards, and just look, 1.4 thousand upvotes. I'm just saying it for the mass amount of people that are viewing these, and they associate GameStop with it. And this also, I'm going to get into GameStop in private and white label products for marketing. Let's see. This is another one. Nintendo Switch. You know, a lot of people will be viewing these articles. This is a channel going over it. This dude worked at GameStop 20 years ago, and he says he knows this font, whatever, like this font. Regardless, this has 48,000 views. He doesn't really talk negatively about GameStop at all or anything, but he's just talking about the Switch 2. And GameStop is in the title, 48,000 views. So Ryan Cohen, I believe he's reaching out to these people, and this is leaked on purpose, but whatever. You know, I would do that if I had a business. I would do that definitely. And this is another thing. White labels, right? White label products and private label products. So white label products are products that are just rebranded with the GameStop logo, which we have done. We have it right here. Best Buy's, $29.99. GameStop's, $22.79 for pros, $24 if you're not a pro. We not only have the best price in the area. When I was searching this, I clicked nearby, searching for things nearby in case people want it immediately, right? Because you can order it online, whatever. But yeah, this is awesome, right? We have the lowest price, and we're doing white label. This is white. This is an example of a white label product. So it's a faster process to get our product to the store on the shelves, lower cost, faster setup. You know, they're just rebranding it as our GameStop logo. Best Buy has the same one. There's another one at Target. There's another one at Walmart. But I think Best Buy and ours were the only ones in stock. With white label products, we have less customization, but there's also less risk. Ryan Cohen manages risk. The best of the best are risk adverse. They monitor their risk, and that's why Ryan Cohen does not make stupid moves, which all the meme stock people on Reddit, Supersonic want him to do. They want him to create some type of MOAS, whatever. Like he doesn't run that way. He doesn't play that way. You go look at the financial statements. It's slow increments up, but it's upwards. You know. And if you don't think he cares about shareholders, go read the letter. I should have read the letter. I want to read the letter again. It's always a good reminder. He mentioned shareholders multiple times in that letter to the board, November of 2020. And just know he has you in his mind. You know, he is the largest shareholder. So no writing angry letters to him. Yeah. So that's another thing. This is the white label. Like it's less risk adverse. Quick turnaround, quick to get it on the shelves. But then this doesn't really have like deal with customer retention. Well, the price does because we got the best price, right? We got the best price out of Walmart as well. So Yeah, that's white label. That's white label, right? Less customization, less risk, lower cost, less profit. So we also have private label products. So you can see over here. My bad. You can see over here, I put PS5 stands nearby. Got our GameStop one, $15. Again, lowest price in the area you can get it. Look at Walmart and Best Buy is at $30. Targets, this is a different one, but we also have this as well. So these are our private label products. I know it's just a PS5 stand, but I'm showing an example. There's no other PS5 stand that looks like that, and we have it at the lowest price. Private label products, we have more control over the product, the design, the quality of it. Like, how do we want it to how do we want to represent our GameStop products? If we want high quality, we work with the manufacturer and we do that. Customization of it. Let me show you another example real quick. Is this one right here? This is really a good example of private label products. This Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle collectible figure is only at GameStop. Here you go. GameStop owned private label. Gaming accessories, controllers, now collectibles too. I wonder what else they're cooking up. Exactly. Ryan Cohen is tapping into both areas of the market. With private label, it can be a higher quality, whatever quality we want, however we want to represent GameStop. You have higher profit margins. I said margins. You have higher profit margins. Because it's a custom product. It's custom to GameStop. You create exclusivity. Create customer retention with that because they want to keep coming, getting these exclusive products, premium offerings that only GameStop will have. So yeah, you think Ryan Cohen's a fool? He knows exactly what he's doing. He knows exactly what he's doing. What else am I doing? I have anything over here? No, I'm not going to play. All right, cool. We got Charles Gasparino. Let me read the chat real quick. GME is dead. Miklos Schmidt. Miklos. That's cool, man. Do your thing. Just like GME dead. Can you even like write GME is dead? Like, can you let me know how you think it's dead? Because the $5 billion in cash, we can't hear you. What's that mean? We can't hear you. GME is dead. That's ridiculous. Yo, Marantz, what's up, yo? Dude's streaming all day long, every day, with his wife in the chat. That's cool. I always tell my wife, I'm like, you know, Marantz's wife is in the chat, and she was like, you should meet up with Marantz. He's cool. I was like, he's in California. It's like, we should have a West Coast vacation and meet up. I'm like, we'll see. I don't even know. I'm not even thinking vacation right now. We just went to Hawaii, did all that, have a baby, all that, man. I was like, maybe later on. Yeah, because I can. What's up, man? What's up? Miklos, tell me how you think GME is. Don't just write 2 words and at least put in is. GME is dead or will die or something like that along those lines. I think Miklos is Charles Gasparino. Why you here then? Dick Newton is good at, yeah, letters. I always imagine him as an angry dude. Like, I'm gonna write a letter. DCP, the guy that wanted to talk on YouTube, just did Moran's show today. He said he sent you a message on social media. Oh, true. I'll check it out. Corey Randall. Yeah, man. I'm cool. I'm cool with it. Like, I realized, like, I was about to be typing all over there, getting angry. But I mean, not even angry. You know what I mean? But he's just like, I don't know. I feel like in my core, it doesn't align with me. Like, I just feel it. You know, I get that feeling with people. He's too lax with it, but it's his personality. I don't have to hate him. I don't need to hate everyone. You know, I don't need to hate anyways. I just need to love myself, and I do. So that's cool. Charles Gasparino, yo. I don't care about views, you know that, or likes or subscribes or any of that. Charles Gasparino, on the other hand, does, you know, because he obviously needs to write he's done with AMC, right? Because there's nothing to talk about. 38 cents a share. Charles Gasparino. GameStop boss Ryan Cohen finally gearing up for PR blitz with meme craze fading. Chewy founder Ryan Cohen has achieved a cult-like following, meme stock. Let me just get to it. I'm not reading this whole thing. That might be because I'm sure my wife was like, where the hell is he? You know, I came in this room and just started. I didn't even tell her. But yeah, she's probably going to be blowing up my phone like, where are you? The baby needs you. That might be changing on the okay, here. He's talking about the meme stock, this and that. He says that might be changing. On the Money has learned that GameStop reps have been shopping for a publicist whose main job is to enhance Cohen's profile in the media and presumably sell the GameStop growth story, which has petered out of late. The meme craze has saved the company and Cohen's investment. Like Ryan Cohen saved the company because he strategically offered shares at certain price points and got us to $4.6 billion in cash. That's how he saved the company. He's cutting all the dead weight, selling all the clearance stuff off. We are transitioning to some lean, mean fighting machine, and there's nothing they can do about it. This is a desperate plea for his buddies. The company's prospects are still pretty lackluster. GME sells video games in malls, and people prefer to buy this stuff online. But Cohen has used meme mania to dilute shareholders. I mean, concentrate it. GME is now sitting on nearly $5 billion in cash, even if its shares are down 60% from its peak in January 2020. January 2021. We're in 2025, and the dude's talking about 2021. Get out of here, man. He's not gonna tell you what are we up on the year or last year? What is it? 1 year. 1 year. He's not gonna tell you 105%, right? On 1 year. That wouldn't fit his buddies' narratives. Here you go. Said Cohen got his money, $4 billion in cash from his sale of Chewy, e-commerce pet company. He says, yet I don't recall a single instance of him appearing on financial TV, seemingly content on allowing his status as a meme cult leader to do the take it talking with shareholders. You know, it's okay. We're in a cult. It's okay. I'm cool with that. 51 cult. 51 members, 51 shares. It'll make you a millionaire. But relying on meme mania has its limits. Many analysts tell me, and maybe Cohen is starting to agree, one potential candidate for the GME PR gig tells On the Money that the job will entail mainly getting Cohen a podcast to heighten his profile and possibly that of the company. One reason, maybe that's where they see more retail buyers of the stock, since larger investors don't see the long-term value in a company that sells video games in malls. A press rep for GME and Cohen didn't return calls and emails for comment. I mean, so you tell me, is this guy doing his research, or does he have a narrative to push? He has a narrative to push, because he's not talking about the growing PSA business. He's not talking about the retro gaming. He's not talking about any of the private label or white label products. He's not talking about any of that. We have our e-commerce booming. He's not talking about the digital stores, the digital e-commerce footprint that we have, the up-to-date inventory that we have. I think it's so cool. Yesterday, I was shopping through the app. I wanted to get Charizard box, right? I'll show you. Looks like a PSA 10. I'm gonna get it graded, and I'll let y'all know what. I wanted to get this. How did I look? Sorted by store, live inventory. Boom, hit the store, got it. Got my thing graded. So GameStop's good, and you can see the competitive pricing that we have. PS5 stands. What is that? A $10 difference than the nearest one, and you can go down the street and get it. $15 here. $15 cheaper. Half the price. 50% cheaper. Where do you think people are going to go? Another thing. The PSA grading gets people in the store twice. You go in to grade it. I still have to talk about what happened yesterday when I went in. The interaction and all of that. But it gets people in the store twice. The foot traffic has doubled with it. You go, and what do you think they do? They go to buy another thing. These sickos go and buy another box. You know? Yeah, my son got that as a birthday gift, and I'm like, shoot, that Charizard costs $100 PSA 10. I'm gonna go get one myself. I see value in things. I see value in GameStop stock, in GME, and it's the most risk adverse. Like, my job deals with risk. This is the most risk adverse stock you can get. You buy S&P, it's all-time highs. Nvidia, all-time highs. You know, maybe not now, but it's almost there. It's at the top. So yeah, GameStop, private label products, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff, collectibles, high-quality collectibles. That's where we're going. And it's good. And another thing, the bullish thing, we're a nationwide PSA grading center. It was so smooth when I went in. Like, I am so happy. And like, okay, when I went in, I want to talk about it, because when I went in, dude's cool as ever, like as always. Like he knows me. It's a cool personable interaction. You know, I mean, he doesn't know I have a channel or anything or do this because I always try to keep low key. But dude's just cool. You know, it's cool. You don't get that interaction anywhere else you go. It's like you're chilling with a friend, hanging out with a friend, or kind person. Always helpful. Anyways, he went through the process so quick. Took pictures of it. You know, took my number, all that. $5 coupon I used, and I got my alert on my phone. But while I was there, a dude a dude rolled up. Um, he was like sweating and stuff. Like he busted through the door. He's like, "Y'all got those ETBs, or something like that, like whatever." He was like mumbling, like incoherently. He was like, "Y'all got those ETBs? Like I need a y'all are pre-ordering it, right? Like I went to like so many GameStops, they're all sold out." And he's like, "Yeah, I can do that for you." He's like, "Oh, cool." Like like I came from like 30 minutes away. I hit up like 4 different GameStops, and they said that their allotment was sold out. Their pre-order allotment was sold out. So the dude's like, I need to do this. I'm trying to get these. I'm trying to flip it. You know, so he ordered like 2 or 3 ETBs, some extra packs he pre-ordered, and then the dude was like, "You want to pre-order that?" Like the GameStop employee, like he's looking out for me. He's like, "It's hot right now. It's going to be gone by tomorrow." So I was like, "Yeah, sure, let me get it." You know, so I got the pre-order on that. But it's cool. Like the GameStop employees are looking out for you. You know, like the last stream, I was talking about the GameStop employee that like called the other store down the street, saying this lady's coming up, scooping up all these bundles. We want to reserve some for like customers rather than scalpers. So that's cool with me. It's just that little interaction. You know, like the people care about their customers, and I can tell the turnover on the employees, the quality of people they're hiring. You know, GameStop people have always been friendly, but I mean the little stragglers, they're weeding them out, and that's all because of upper tier management. That's because the quality workplace and quality of standards, the thought process that goes into the hiring from the top down. Um, I think Morantz was saying that there was a managers getting shares. That's cool. That's cool too. They should be rewarded. That's going to give them incentive. That's going to give them incentive to sell if they own a part of the company with shares. Um, yeah, and all the warranties, they're good at selling warranties and all of that. So the dude came through, he hit up so many Game Stops, and he picked up stuff along the way, and he got there and pre-ordered other stuff. And he was like, "Oh man," he just found out about the car because I was grading cars there. He's like, "Yeah," and they were all checking out the car. My daughter's like Bulbasaur. It's like 100. I think it was like $200, like 170, 180, 190, something like that. They were checking it out and talking to her about it, all of that. They're like, "Wow, you pulled a really cool card." She's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I'm gonna have a channel, PCG poppers." I'm like, "Nah, I gotta create a whole nother channel for her just to rip packs." But it's cool, yeah. But it is cool. They were interacting with them, just different things that you get at GameStop, that you'll never get at Amazon, Walmart, Target, any of that. And that's the exact process that Chewy went through. He wanted to replicate the experience in the neighborhood store online. We have the stores, we have the footprint, so we're creating that experience for people. We're driving people into the store twice with the foot traffic, thanks to the PSA grading. Because I'm going back in there, and I'm buying something. I'm buying something. If I don't have to eat, if I need to skip a meal just for me to go buy something, cool, I'll do that. I mean, not that I need to, but I will. Um, just the way my mind ticks. You know, um, Yeah, so it's cool. GameStop, we have our thumbstick, or well, I don't know. We got our GameStop branded thumbsticks. That's another example of a white label product. So Ryan Cohen's doing a little bit of everything. Um, this is another YouTuber, the Retro Gamer, right? Look, 17,000 views. He's talking about GameStop clearance. He collected so much stuff. Um, Moran says told me, if you're still here, he told me GameStop's pairing with YouTubers and all of that, which he is. This is one of them. He said he's sponsored by GameStop. 17,000 views. But just take a look. It's cool.
Is this gone?
They gave him the Switch console.
All right, so they let me have the Switch kiosk.
But this is why I say Ryan Cohen is a marketing genius. I think that if I studied marketing, if I were to do it, I would release that Nintendo Switch 2 thing, that screenshot, somehow, and look at how much traction it's gotten all over the Nintendo community.
They are cool looking figures, and I love McFarlane Toys. They always have some dope figurines. Look at this right here. This Legend of Zelda class holder. That is dope. That's definitely going in the game room. I am a figurine fan. Man, that is. Look at that. This was less than $1 too, see? This clearance for $15. Oh, nice. So yeah, GameStop got the deals. 90% off, 70% off. Some stores are closing, so you can get some, maybe get a kiosk. You just gotta go to GameStop. Go now. Make sure you like.
This is advertising. This is genius, you know? That's what it is. Ryan Cohen. I probably got to get going soon because I got a baby, right? And my kids just came home from school. But let me read the chat. Moran said dividends and no dividends, then dividends again, dividends. Eventually there'll be dividends. We'll get S&P 500 inclusion, which will really rocket the stock. We'll probably be offering dividends. We'll just wrap that back into the stock, and we'll keep this thing going because we're long-term investors. If you truly believe in GameStop, you truly believe in Ryan Cohen, I mean, you do the research. You find out the person he is, you know, and that's the person I want to stick with. He seems like-minded to me, but that's just me. You know, that's just how I feel. That's what it is. I would like to put all my eggs. If I'm going to put all my eggs in a basket, I'm going to put it in that basket. The dude that says he's going down with the ship. You know, and eventually I think S&P 500, like back in the day, I wasn't even thinking that way. Moran's got me thinking. You know, it's like, we're getting into the S&P 500, like it or not. You know, it's coming. There's no stopping this thing. You want to do TA? Like I said, we're on an upward trend out of this falling wedge. Nvidia, on the other hand, is on a rising wedge. That's going down. There's going to be a pullback. Other than that, like, where do you think we're headed? I believe we're headed up this way, up and to the right. Right, Dope Show. There you go. I saw you. Yeah, because I can. I don't hate the guy, right? Michael Venuti. No hate here. We know what we got. There you go. S&P 500 dividends will come. So the thing is, like, just the mindset. You know, we don't. I personally don't have to associate with someone. You know, like I always tell my daughter, I'm like, you don't have to be friends with everyone. You can pick and choose your friends. You know, so cool with me. I can't do day trading and stuff because if you day trade, you may hit like 5, 10 in a row, something like that, but you may get greedy and then lose it all. Like that's typically the way it goes. That's the casino mindset. That's the casino mindset. That's why there's gamblers that lose everything because they think they're hot, they're riding the wave, and then boom, it hits them. You know, then they need to recoup that money. Then they need to recoup that money, and then they need to recoup that again. I just like to keep my mindset strong, impenetrable. You know, like steel. Rock hard, right? Rock hard. But yeah, that's about it, man. I mean, what are we doing in the after hours? Doesn't even matter to me. After hours is where they play, right? Just up a little. Doesn't matter, right? Because we're hitting 40, then we're hitting 50, then 60, then 70, then 80, then 90. You day trade, you're gonna sell everything at 60, at 50. Or if Roaring Kitty Keith Gill tweets, you're gonna sell it all at that point. Try to buy in at a low. But you're never going to get as low as we have it because we're long-term institutional investors, right? They're not going to get it at the 10s, 11s, 12s ever again. That feels good. 20, I think 19 is the new 10. But they can't do it. They can't push us down. GameStop is undeniable, man. On that, I got to bounce. PSA grading gets your footprints in twice. Ryan Cohen, private label products, white label products. Private label is higher margin, higher profit margin, which you know he loves. And me too. Competitive pricing in the area. What more do you want us to do, right? It's all turning around the brand and the aura, I guess, that was created by private equity on the GameStop board. Making ill-timed decisions, ill-advised decisions with GameStop's money, overextending their footprint. Like, if we're still scaling back our footprint, Ryan Cohen is still cleaning up, you know, but technologically, we're advancing. That's why you saw all of those, the senior developers that were requesting full stack engineers, software engineers, because there's a plan. and we just have to sit back, chill, and wait for it to be implemented. We don't need to worry day to day, 1 hour. Like I was at I was talking to the dude at the doctor's office. The doctor's office. He was like, he was chilling over there. I saw him on his phone on TradingView, and like, I was like, oh yeah, like, what are you looking at? This and that. He's like, I'm just looking at the market and stuff like that. He's like, I like to trade, you know. And I was like, okay, cool, But like that mentality of like he had to be on his phone, like looking at the trades and stuff. Like I could see him, like I wasn't staring at his phone, but it's like he had to be there. Like he was not present with like his family in the doctor's office. You know what I mean? Like, but I was, because I don't care. I can just buy. I can just buy and like forget about it. It's cool. It's easy. It's a different mindset, and doing the day trading will get you got. But that's how I feel about that. But yeah, guys. Until then, maybe tomorrow we'll see what happens, how life goes. I gotta do some flooring tonight. Still continuing on. But yeah, I cut my hand on the saw, carrying it out of the garage. Not even like I didn't even. It was in the box. I cut my hand on the box, like a paper cut. How ironic, right? On the box of a saw, I cut my hand. But I gotta go on and do this flooring because everything's got to get set. But till then, can't stop, won't stop. GameStop, guys. Peace. Play something on the way out. Have. So you see, this is the card. This is the card my daughter is grading. So PSA 9 is like $50 GameStop selling it for. Market price is like for PSA 10 is like 190. So I'm hoping to get that. And then my son is grading his Charizard. So hopefully he gets a PSA 10. He wants to get it into GameStop and get more packs. But I'm not trying to turn them into little gamblers, so I gotta limit them. One other thing I gotta do, I gotta read. I think now I'm gonna regrade these cards. I have this Kobe card, PSA 9 right here. Oh, no. Show you real quick. I have this Kobe card right here. PSA 9. Will it focus? I don't know if it'll focus. Anyways, PSA 9. It looks like a 10. I'm gonna crack it open on the corners, get them regraded at GameStop. So yeah, I'm giving GameStop more business. I bought these at GameStop. I'm gonna crack it open, regrade it at GameStop. Maybe I'll trade it in at GameStop. This I'm gonna do trading. This MJ, private equity MJ. I'm gonna regrade this. This is PSA 9. And this Magic. Um, PSA 9. I'm gonna get those regraded. I just thought of that. That's why I had to stop the music. But yeah, guys. Till tomorrow. No, till tomorrow. Whatever. Tomorrow, Saturday. Unbox. Peace, guys. See you later. Oh, yo. Commanders are playing. First time, like, I feel like I deserve this. So after being a fan forever with Dan Snyder, that fool, feels good, yo. I'm looking forward to it, especially with Jaden Daniels, yo. I'm chilling, yo. I don't even have a concern, but we'll see how it works out, man. Peace, because I can, yo. Have a good one. Juancho, yeah, yo. I pre-ordered that joint. I got it. Peace.